Oh my gosh, it's like one of the most best things happened on Monday Night Raw that you just gotta gotta see. It was just phenomenal, believe it or not. But the best thing that ever happened, well, the best thing that just did happen, and it was from the aspects of between the three, among the, it was in the main event. It happened among three people, and everybody knew practically know what did happen indeed. So apparently, I have to say that was the one of the surprising things I've ever seen. That should be one of the new OMG moments or mark out moments in WWE history in another decade or two. And this woman, AJ, is probably going to make the countdown because she kissed Punk, got him in shock, and then had the strength to push her because Sam Punk was just, oh my gosh, he was just not on guard at all. And then he pushed her through the table, and Daniel Bryan fell right on top of him. I thought it was just going to be Punk getting pushed through the table, but it turned out Daniel Bryan was alongside with him. He fell through the table. So the thing is, so the next step is what's going to happen next. I think, well, Money in the Bank I think is in a couple of weeks, but yeah, it's kind of good. I think, is it on July 15th, Money in the Bank, or the 22nd? Well, on my uncle's birthday, but yeah, I think Money in the Bank's on the 15th. So I think it has some good build up, and then the final Monday Night Raw before Money in the Bank. I don't know if that's it or what may happen, but I think they should have did it on the final Monday Night Raw before Money in the Bank. That would have been one of the most epic build ups. AJ pushed Daniel Bryan Punk through the table. Now let's keep note of where her attitude is gonna stand because she's been in a good scene so far, and it's just one of the best. So practically, I think for her, it's like if it was on the last Monday Night Raw before Money in the Bank, this would have been the best build up because since now AJ's on either side, this could be where, let's see, this could be in the state of mind. This could really question AJ's state of mind during her special guest referee match. So this would be surprising. I mean, the voting I think was kind of rigged because if AJ was the guest ring announcer, what role would she have there? She wouldn't really have a big role. Timeskeeper, she did have a role on Kane and Daniel Bryan's match. But special referee, this is where she's going to be fully involved. So I really can't wait to see that. But I think Daniel Bryan is going to win this one, no question. My prediction's going to stand. I think this is where Daniel Bryan's Money in the Bank. This is where CM Punk's title reign is going to have to come to. It's going to come to. And I'm not saying it has to, but he's on an amazing role. CM Punk, especially, he's the face of the company. Practically, he is. And for Daniel Bryan to take that role as the new WWE champion, I would say it would be too soon of a push because it's kind of young, but at the height he's in, I'll be surprised if he gets a huge push. I mean, he's an amazing wrestler, but for him to stay in the title picture long after the whole AJ, he dumped AJ, I think it was kind of like, I don't know, I think it was kind of too soon, but for the most part, but I have to say, for the most part, let's see. Yeah, for the most part, I think this whole Daniel Bryan CM Punk feud may conclude with Daniel Bryan winning the WWE Championship. And I think the Big Show, or if Daniel Bryan wins the WWE Championship, the Big Show needs to cash it in and get revenge on Daniel Bryan for him ending his title reign in 45 seconds. I think this would be the best way. Then they could have a heel on heel feud, and then they could like flip the switch where I don't know if Daniel Bryan's gonna turn face. Well, I don't know. I don't think he will for a while. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen because he's on a surprising roll with the whole yes, whole 9 yards. And for Daniel Bryan, for the Big Show, Big Show's also on an amazing role as a heel with his ironclad contract with the big fat bonus. I have to say, I want Big Show to win Money in the Bank. Big Show needs to win the Money in the Bank, and it's gonna be boring with just 4 people. So they need to get someone else in that title picture. I have to say, I mean, if Edge was still around, he would have been the 5th person. Or if they threw Alberto Rio in there, he would have been the 5th person. But they need more people. I mean, 4 people is gonna be so boring. Well, I don't think it's gonna be boring, but it's gonna be less cliche. But it's like no high flying stuff. Like, and Chris Jericho's not really that much of a high flyer, I have to say. So, yeah, that's what I basically came to talk about. But other stuff that did happen on Raw was Heath Slater finally getting his victory over Doink the Clown. I was actually surprised he got the win. I thought Doink was going to show his finishing move and pull the victory. But Doink the Clown's more of a bigger jobber than Heath Slater. But Diamond Dallas Page just came out there and just threw in a diamond cutter. I thought he was going to fight against Diamond Dallas Page, but it turned out that didn't happen. And I was kind of spoiled when I saw the YouTube results. When I was searching on YouTube, they say Diamond Dallas Page return, so that kind of spoiled me a little bit. The mixed tag team match, Sheamus AJ versus Vicky and Dolph Ziggler. AJ pulled off a victory and then with Sheamus. I was AJ teamed with Sheamus. And then apparently AJ nailed a dropkick on Vicky, which was surprising. And then AJ had a segment with Punk where Punk was on his phone, and then AJ felt like he was cheating on her or something. I don't know, but that was his sister. So, yeah, that's the whole 9 yards from there. Other than that, we had a tag team match. Primetime Players and Cody Rhodes left the match, and David Otunga was on his own, practically getting the beat that he deserved after humiliating Brodus Clay for after a number of weeks. For a number of occasions. And Brodus Clay did get some payback, and David Otunga kind of got what he deserved because he's the villain. So that's where it happened from there. So, yeah, that's where it happens from there. Other than that, we also had a Paul Heyman interview where he's going to say Brock Lesnar will basically state an interview. Will basically come to the 1000th episode and answer the challenge to Triple H. Hopefully Brock Lesnar says yes, because he's one of those heels that he doesn't seem very cowardly. He is not a cowardly heel. He is a butt-kicking heel. Brock Lesnar can play one of the best heels. So hopefully he says yes, which definitely he'll say yes, because if they pull the plug on that, then what's going to happen? Because Brock Lesnar, I don't see Brock Lesnar as a cowardly heel. Other than that, we also had, what else do we have? Well, I already talked about the main event. Basically, John Cena hightails Chris Jericho out of the arena, and he continues beating him up. Then went down to Daniel Bryan and Punk. AJ comes out skipping, didn't get any attention, then tries to pull off the table. I thought she was going to jump through the table, which made everyone think that, of course. And then she pushes Punk and Bryan through the table, which would end up happening. So, yeah, other than that, I forgot what else happened. Oh, yeah, it was, we already mentioned that. But yeah, Sin Cara versus Del Rio, that match didn't even happen. Del Rio basically brutalized Sin Cara, which I thought that was kind of what's going to kind of build up Del Rio to send a message and build up momentum for his championship match for Money in the Bank, and I don't think he really needed that match. So basically brutalized Sin Cara, which I didn't see Sin Cara get home like he did from Del Rio. I'm surprised Sin Cara didn't get owned like how Bruno Del Rio owned Sin Cara, which indeed the match didn't even happen. So yeah, basically that's what happened from there. And then basically Heath Slater pulls off the promo, and that's quite it. Layla didn't get any TV time. I thought they were going to throw in TV time for her like they did with Cyndi Lauper, where they just randomly throw her in and she just introduced Cyndi Lauper, and then she didn't get a speaker role from there. That's what happened, quite frankly, so I'm not too surprised about that. I was actually kind of like glad for AJ getting most of the TV time, and she's really been all over the television on Monday Night Raw. She got more TV time than any other diva. Eve returned, and basically, I don't know if she's going to be still in the role that she did, but she's dressed like she's still the executive administrator because John Laurinaitis is gone. And basically, she confronted AJ for her attitude and her intentions, and then AJ confronted back also. So basically, that's what happened. So I don't know if Eve and AJ are gonna develop a feud or something, or they're gonna have a triple threat with Layla, because I think Layla and Eve will have one of the best feuds. So hopefully this could be a better feud than they had back in 2009. So yeah, that's just my review. If I forget anything, then I can upload more, but that's where I'm gonna leave from there. So thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.